We are opening up the viewer email inbox to see what's been on your mind and maybe get some of your money questions answered this afternoon. Joining us is money and business expert Derrick Kinney. Derrick, you ready to open this mailbox?
Let's do it, Jason. My favorite segment of all that we do together.
Yeah, it's always great to hear what people are actually thinking or going through. So let's start with Regina in Richardson. A little bit of alliteration there. She writes, Derrick, I'm 28 and feeling frustrated in my engineering job. The money isn't bad, but I want to start something of my own. What's the first step I should take?
Well, first of all, don't quit the job tomorrow, Regina. I know you may feel frustrated. The key is to keep working hard, but put a deadline of when you will launch your side hustle. That might be 3 months from now, 6 months from now, but keep in mind you're working there to fund your side hustle. And the easy way to do that is to ask yourself, what do people ask me to do that's easy for me? Am I the website developer person? Am I the closet organizer? Am I the person that teaches kids soccer lessons? Whatever it is that's so easy for you, people will pay you to do, or you might do some consulting on the side, but your side hustle is going to be the way to go.
All right, let's get to Bart in Dallas now this afternoon. Derrick, he says, my wife and I are getting serious about buying our first home. Everybody says we need a big down payment. Do you agree with that? And what other tips do you have?
Yeah, Bart, first of all, don't buy the lie that you have to have that 20% down payment. Is it nice? Yes. The problem is, and you've heard me talk about this before, you're buying bricks. Your money only appreciates based on the value of your house appreciating. Putting the lowest down payment down keeps your payments about the same, but you have more control over the money. But here's a secret nobody tells you. When you buy in the neighborhood, buy the neighborhood with big established trees. Research shows the resale value of neighborhoods with big trees is higher than those where they plant the small little trees and they all die and the values tend to go down.
All right, good advice. Stephanie in Frisco writes this afternoon, I'm 34, my husband is 36, our son is 3. I've heard you say there are different ways to save for his future education. What do you recommend?
Well, first of all, kudos to you. 3 years old, you're already thinking about this. What most people do is they go into what's called an education IRA or what's called a Coverdell IRA, and it's a fund only used for college or private school. The reality is more and more students have business ideas at a younger age. What I call this the Education Empowerment Fund. Take 30% of your money, put it into a fund that's dedicated only toward college, 70% into what's called a brokerage account that's totally liquid. If you want to use it to give them a YouTube course on how to launch an influencer channel or how to launch a business or how to start something of their own, that's going to give them the ability to make more money now even before they go to college and give them total flexibility, and you as well.
All right, so they may be self-starting before they're ready to launch for college. Got that one.
Right.
All right, Jackie in Dallas writes in, Derrick, I owe $10,000 on my credit card, but I've made some money on a few stocks that you recommended. Would it ever make sense to sell some of those stocks to pay off the credit card?
It absolutely can. Most people say just buy and hold. Once you've held it for a year, though, you're eligible for what's called short-term capital gains, so you pay less taxes. I like to let the stock market pay stuff off. So if you've made $10,000 of gains, wait for the year and then take the gain, pay off the credit card. You've let the stock market get you out of debt. That's the key right there. You want to make sure you're not just holding it, but strategically buying what you're going to then sell to put you in a better financial position.
All right, so pots of money paying off pots of debt. Sounds good.
That's right. I love the way you said that. Yes.
Derrick, thank you so much for doing this. Really appreciate it as always, and thanks to everyone who wrote in with their questions. It's always great to hear what's going on in people's financial worlds. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Jason.